Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who's connecting, where you are connecting from. You can leave me some comments. Always good to know where everybody's connecting from. Awesome, awesome. For those that are connecting, feel free to actually share this with anybody that you might think will benefit from today's topic. I am going to speak briefly about manifestation and why manifestation doesn't work the way we think it works. Bev, hello from England, Durham, UK. All right, I have a few people from England already and the UK in general. So, thank you for the beautiful hearts. Of course, the more likes, the more loves we get. Hello from Belgium. Thank you for connecting from Belgium. My heart is out to Belgium. I have relatives out there as well, so that is fantastic. Portugal is in the house. Awesome. Qatar, very, very good. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. For those of you that don't know me, feel free to always check out my page, of course, here on TikTok. And if you like what you see, by all means, you can hit a follow, of course, right? And if you hit the little bell icon that is right beside it, you will notice that every time I upload a video, you will get notified. Okay? And at the same time, for all of those that were asking about my other social media platforms, of course, you can find them via my link tree, which is at the bottom of my TikTok page. When you tap that, you're going to find my YouTube and my Instagram, as well as my new link, which is my brand new website that I added. That's a new addition there. Because so many of you were reaching out to me with so many questions and a lot of different topics that you wanted me to discuss. So I had to create a brand new website there. So, and again, for those of you that want to subscribe, this is your opportunity to do so. Anybody that does subscribe and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me, one-on-one, just so we can touch base and connect with one another. All right. Hello, bro, from London. Toronto's in the house. Nigeria. I saw a few of them. Ireland, of course. Qatar. Deutschland. But I am Romanish. Awesome. I'm happy that all of you joined here. Joanna's in the house. Hello, hello. On really enough to hear the actual topic. Yes, you are early, Joanna. Thank you for being here and thank you for connecting. So, the topic, maybe some of you have already seen the video that I uploaded, but I've also done a few lives. And on these lives, I have spoken briefly about this topic as well. But today I'm going to get a little bit more in detail. And I'm going to say this, that the word to manifest or manifestation, okay, why doesn't it work? Okay, because I know there's a lot of different techniques out there. There's a lot of masters that are actually describing different ways to manifest. But there is one key that is actually missing, and I'm going to a little bit touch on that so we can all have an understanding of why things don't really happen when you want them to happen. But before I touch on that, let's get some more likes here. The more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we create here on TikTok. And at the same time, if you wish to share this, by all means, go ahead and share it with as many people as you like, because we get more people like that that might have some interest in this. So, again, when we use the word to manifest or manifestation, what is happening is, without us noticing most of the time, we are sending a message out to the universe, which is actually a very, very clear message. And the message that we're sending is that we don't have that. Whatever it is that we want to manifest, we don't have that in the present moment. And you see, this is a big game changer. And the reason why it's a big game changer is because the universe or source or whatever you want to call it operates on vibration and frequency. Okay, so when we actually try to manifest something, we are emitting a certain vibration. Okay, and when we are emitting this vibration, it is only going to get matched by a similar vibration. So in this case, what we are doing is we are sending the vibration of lack. Okay, we are lacking what it is that we want. Because keep in mind, everything happens in the present moment. So if everything happens in the present moment and we are telling the universe that we don't have this in the present moment, the signal gets mixed up there on our part, not the universe's part. On our part, it gets mixed up, and the universe just sends us exactly what we are asking. In this case, we send it lack, and it sits there like, you know, one of those little reflectors, like a mirror, like you send the light up and it just bounces right back to you. It's the same thing, the same frequency or the same vibration that you are sending towards, let's call the universe now this reflector, right? Whatever energy you send up there, it's going to send it right back to you. Okay? And this is why all these techniques don't work, because we are putting them to the test. What we are saying is we are saying that we don't have what it is in the present moment, and we are just creating a big gap. Okay? And when we create this big gap, we are just trying to reach all the time. And thank you, Stripe Pipe. And we are in constant mode of trying to catch this. And the more we try, the further the distance becomes. All right? So manifestation, believe it or not, is very simple if we understand the way it works. And the way it works is very easy. Okay? You see what you want to so-called manifest, because I'm choosing my words wisely here as well, because I don't particularly, what do you call it? I'm not in alignment with the word manifestation. Okay, but in this case, just for argument's sake, okay, let's say we want to manifest something. You need to see this as being done already, right here, right now. So for example, if you want a new partner in your life, okay, you would go and you would actually see this partner as if they are already present in the present moment. Okay, if it is that you want, let's say, a new vehicle that you want to manifest, okay, put yourself to the test. And when I say put yourself, go through the whole motion, go through the whole experience, not just in your mind's eye, but actually get up and do it. So what would you do in this case? You would simply pretend, just like you're an actor in Hollywood or something, right? Just get up, all right? Walk towards the vehicle. Even if the vehicle is not there, just practice it in your living room. Grab the door handle, open the door, even if there's no door there. Do the motion in your mind, okay? Why? Because in your mind, believe it or not, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. And in this case, it becomes even much more powerful when you go through the motions, because you're not just sitting there using your imagination, okay? You are actually going through the motion, and just by going through the motion, you've already accomplished this by 75%, believe it or not. Just the motion alone is a huge accomplishment. Then what you do, you enter the vehicle. It can be an actual seat, an actual chair in your house, doesn't matter. Rick, good evening, my good friend. Thank you for being here. Happy Wednesday to you too. So you sit down on the chair, pretending it is your luxurious vehicle that you want, okay? You put your arms on the steering wheel, you shut the door, right? If you want, you can even crank up some tunes, And in this case, you can just crank up the tunes in your living room, all right, and pretend that they are the tunes in the car. Whatever helps you to actually live this experience in the present moment is going to amplify this even more and more and more, okay? And by you simply going through the motion, now your brain thinks that you are actually doing it, or I should say your subconscious. Thank you, Stripe Pipe. Your subconscious automatically thinks that you are doing it because the only one that knows that one is real and the other one is imaginary is your conscious mind. But your subconscious, which has the real power, doesn't know this, okay? So you can easily trick it, you can fool it by making this vehicle appear in the present moment. John, thank you, my wonderful friend. And as you make this vehicle appear in the present moment, your subconscious will find ways to create it in the present moment. And in this case, you are sending the signal and the vibration to the universe, which in turn, thank you, Stripe Pipe, which in turn helps your subconscious with the creation of everything. So this is how manifestation really works. Hope you're good, my friend. Thank you, John. Yes, I am. Thank you. This is how manifestation really works, okay? Manifestation only works when you actually go through the process, okay? You see it as it is here, right now. So you go through the whole emotion. If it is a partner you want, pretend that you are hugging your partner. Pretend that you are, holding them tight in your arms. Pretend that you love them. Pretend that, whatever color their eyes are, that, they're staring back at you. But when you go through the motion, you've already won 75% of the actual battle, I might say. The other 25% is very easy. All right, so go through the motion, see it in the present moment as being already done, and drop. And when I say drop, I mean drop the word manifestation or to manifest. Because by using the word to manifest, you are creating a big gap between where you are and what you actually want to manifest. All right? It is as simple as that. And then once you do this, the final, and I mean the final puzzle, which is the other 25%. That was the 75%. Now I'm going to give you the other 25%. The other final piece to the puzzle is to allow it to happen. Okay? Once you allow it to happen, things will happen. Because most of the time, what happens is we are our worst enemy. We are the ones that are putting these blockages in our way without even realizing it. Okay? So, let's go see your comments. Anybody is free to make any comments you want. You can ask any question, of course. My subs, of course, are always having the priority because, after all, they are subscribers. But at the same time, everybody here on the platform is important as well. Okay? So I want to see your comments. Of course, you can ask me anything that you want. It doesn't necessarily... Thank you, Stripe Pipe. It doesn't necessarily need to be related to the actual topic of tonight. You can discuss anything you want, and I'm always open. So, Rhonda says, I have to warn people, beware what you want. Thank you, Stripe Pipe. To manifest. I did, and it did happen, but I regretted it. Okay, so we got a fair warning there as well. And Joanna, what word are you in alignment with? Just simply alignment. Joanna, thank you for that. So in other ways, in order for me to, I wouldn't use the word to manifest, for example. I would just use I am in alignment with this vehicle right now, or I am in alignment with this partner right now. At least that's the word that works for me. You can choose any word that feels good to you. But the word manifest, on a subconscious level, Joanna, means that it's not here, okay? Believe it or not, or to manifest. You're actually reaching for something that's not here. Good evening again, my favorite person. Good evening, Rhonda. Love you. Okay, I'm going up to see if I just missed any of your comments here. Good evening, hope you're well. Sorry guys, I gotta go way up. Greetings from Greece, thank you my friend. Hello, hello, okay. Awesome, hello, hello. Okay, yes, I caught this part. So, I'm good, I caught all those above. It's all good. Now I'm going to see the actual comments. And Georgia, okay. Hey, what your soul, okay. Hey, when your soul leaves body, should I see it through imagination or like in real life? No. When your soul leaves your body, you are going to realize it. This is not your imagination. This is you actually leaving your body. Okay? Imagination, on the other hand, even though it is real, okay, it happens in a different dimension most of the time. In this case, you are actually leaving your body as if you were really flying, okay? You would know the difference right away. Most of the time when people leave their body the first time, they are A, either very, very excited about it, or B, they are afraid because all of a sudden they realize that they're not their body and they kind of get a little confused there. Okay, let's go back down. Oma, how can I buy my mom and get money? How can I buy my mom and get money? I'm not sure what that means. How can you buy your mom? How can you buy your mom? I'm not sure what that comment is. Okay, Rhonda, thank you. And of course, Rick, as usual, always here. Love and light to you, my friend. Okay, great, great. Love the puppy too. Thank you, Stripe Pipe. Awesome, thank you. She is outside right now. Okay, hi, my favorite prayer. Okay, Bev, I guess the going through the motions, you're creating the energy for it. Yes, that's exactly what happens, Bev. When you actually go through the motions, you are actually doing two different things here. One, like you said, you are creating the energy for it. But two, the most important thing is that you are really, really tricking your subconscious mind and thinking that this is really happening. And even though you can trick your subconscious mind even by imagining it or thinking through it, it is far better. And I know that the results are far greater when you do it this way, when you go through the motions, because now you are actually using your physical body as well, and your subconscious is connected with that even more. Yes, John, thank you. I am doing very, very good today, my friend. I hope you're doing well as well. Okay. Always a pleasure to have you here. Hello, everybody. Dustin. And hi, all from the UK, of course, Stripe Pipe. Always a pleasure to have you here. And John, of course, you are one of the biggest cheerleaders here. Like I said before, please tap your screen, show support. Thank you, John. You're amazing, my friend. I love it. When you guys are around, I totally, how to manifest height. How to manifest height. Well, believe it or not, you can still manifest height. It's going to take a little more creativity though. Okay, but the height part, you are where you are, and you can align with where you are by being totally happy about it. Is there ways that you can grow taller? Yes, but that takes a little more than just going through the motion. This takes a little more, a deeper insight. Like you literally have to go inside your body and feel your energy building. And you can actually do that. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome. Elsa, is it possible to manifest something for my daughter? Thank you for your videos and lives. Again, this is a wonderful question. And generally speaking, when we talk about manifestation, we always talk about something that is in alignment with us, right? In this case, though, you can also manifest something for your daughter, believe it or not, if it is for her common good. Okay? And when I say if it is for her common good, because believe it or not, who we are is actually love and light. So we always tend to look at others from the other side, I'm saying, through the lens of love. So if whatever it is that you're trying to manifest for your daughter is to her benefit, absolutely you can manifest it. Thank you, my wonderful friend. And Marquette, how many times a day should I think of what I want to manifest in the 9-day manifestation? All right, this is awesome. So the 9-day manifestation is not really for you to do it straight for 9 days, okay? The 9-day manifestation is for you to do it once, okay? And then simply let it go, and then your manifestation will appear within the 9 days, all right? But the one time that you do it, you got to make it sure that it counts. So if you go through the process just like I explained it earlier and go through the motion, that is the 75% that I was talking about. The 25%, which is to allow it, is the rest of the work. So after you've done the 75%, you simply sit back and you allow it. That's the other 25%. Thank you, Elsa. And this is how you get it within 9 days. Got to change phone? Okay, my wonderful friend, go right ahead. How to express the intending of what to have. Okay. To do this, you can actually simply just put the intention out there. When you intend something, it is far more powerful than a lot of other things out there, believe it or not. Okay? Your intention is pure energy, just like everything else, but this pure energy is focused energy. And that's what makes it so much more powerful. So when you put the intention out there, you make sure that you put it as clear as possible. And then you simply let it go and you allow it to happen. And this is how that works. All right. Good evening. Shahira's in the house. Shahira, love and light from London. Awesome. I'm going back down to see any of the subs here have something to say. Like usual. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And hello from Croatia. Okay, we got Croatia in the house too. We got a lot of European countries here tonight. It's perfect. Okay. That's good. How to see my astral travel. I get information but see nothing. Okay, so in your case, you are getting the information but you don't see nothing, you say, correct? So the way you would see it, believe it or not, you do see it. We just don't remember it because it's not maybe clear enough. So you're kind of seeing it like in a dream state. But when you actually astral travel, you are there, okay? And when you are there, you should be able to remember everything that you were seeing. Unless, of course, the information that you are bringing with you is so vast, because that can happen as well, that your physical brain can't capture it all upon you returning to it, because that can happen too. So let's say you decided to astral travel and all of a sudden you went across the whole universe. Can you imagine what kind of information you're picking up? And while some information might come through, the other information, the part where you are actually seeing things, might not come through because it is maybe too vast for your brain to pick it up. So the way you would do that is just, again, before you astral travel, put the intention out there to bring information back and to see whatever it is that you need to see. That way, when you come back, you will remember places that you've seen and places that you've traveled, because that's just enough information for you to know at that particular moment. Good evening. Okay. Beautiful. I love you guys. Sharon, is there a way I can get in touch with my son who passed? 1000% Sharon. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something which maybe you have heard or maybe you haven't, okay? Every time somebody passes, what happens is, can I have a sip of my tea? What happens is they always try to communicate with us. Always. And the reason why they try to communicate with us is just to let us know that they are okay. They are so excited, and the reason why they're excited is because, believe it or not, the other side is magnificent. Most that cross over, even when they had like a near-death experience, they don't want to come back. That's the first thing they're going to tell you. And they're going to also tell you that they were forced back, or they were told to come back, or maybe it wasn't their time, and so on and so on. And every time they came back, they were disappointed. That's what they will tell you. Okay? So your son on the other side has been trying to communicate with you since the time he passed. The way you communicate back with him is by simply learning how to be silent and still. How do you do that? It is not easy at the beginning if you're not used to, for example, meditation and all that. So throughout the day, Sharon, what you want to do is you want to take, even if it's like 5-10 second breaks, as you are moving along your day, stop, don't move, just your eyes, you move around, and you connect with silence. So you're doing two things here. You are stopping, which is the stillness part that I call. You remain totally still, and then you connect with silence. Okay? Of course, in order to do this, the area that you're doing it has to be somewhat silent as well. Okay? But the minute you start doing this, you are going to become better at it. The times you're going to notice are going to get even more extended, like from 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you're going to get better at it, and you're going to want to be in this silent and still mode even longer. It is at that moment that you can pick up information from your son. Not just your son, but from anybody else as well that wants to communicate with you. And you will know that it's coming from him because the information is going to be genuine. The information is going to be something that maybe the both of you share together, or maybe even it's going to be information that you weren't aware of, and he will simply relay that to you. So the way to connect with him is to stay silent and be present, of course, and be still. And if you want to make it even more potent, you can put the intention out there as well that you want to communicate with him, and just let it happen. Nice day. Thank you, my friend, for being here. And pure love. Can you predict the future? Awesome. So, when you realize that the past, present, and future are happening in the now, then there's no need for prediction. And the reason I'm saying that is because your true power is in the here, in the now. And you, by understanding this, can change not only your present moment, but your so-called past and your so-called future. So you see, my friend, the power is in your hands, and there's no need for you to try to predict the future because everything is in the now. Believe it. Have you ever changed your past? As a matter of fact, we all change our past in some degree or another. We just don't realize that. Okay? And the way we do it is because a lot of times we think of an event that happened in the past, but you see, the event that we think about, got to keep in mind, is happening right now. Okay? Because there's no past, present, there's no past and future, there's only the present moment. So, the event that you are thinking about, okay, is happening in your mind right now. Thank you, John. And when you are creating this event again in your mind, just the fact that you are putting it in your mind and remembering this event the way you perceived it, you are already changing that past event. Just by simply doing this, in this alone. So if you want to change it in your favor, you simply change the event in your mind as to what you supposedly remember about it to a new version of what you wanted it to happen, and You feed that with a little bit of energy and you let it go. That's how you change that. And Bev says, I have learned so much from you and grow, so I am very thankful. Bev, I'm also very, very thankful for all you wonderful people on this platform. I truly appreciate and love all of you. Thank you, Emma. Because again, it is a two-way street, Bev. Like I said, you learn from me, but I also learn from you. It is always a two-way street. And believe it or not, you have a lot to offer to everybody as well. Pierre, thank you, my friend. Okay, and Presto, thank you, Emma. I love it. Just stopping by to drop some likes. Keep shining, brother. You're a light in the dark world. Love and light to you, Presto. Thank you for stopping by for your likes. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going down again. I got a lot of comments here, and I love it. I just love you guys. Morocco, too. Awesome. Got Morocco in the house. Okay, back down. Shahira, I asked for vivid dreams, and I remember them vividly as well, but I don't get the message. Your what? Your earth? I didn't catch the last part, Shahira. Your take, I guess. Okay, so I asked for wild dreams, and I remember them vividly as well, but I don't get the message. So, I guess you want my take on it. So, when you put your intention out there, just like you did, Shahira, and they came back, which they did, and you remember them vividly, now the message that comes through is from the images that you see in those dreams. Okay? So every image in that dream means something specific to you. So for example, if you're dreaming of a dog, just an example, that dog has a special meaning to you. Now, you need to put together what that, I'm just giving you an example, right? Now you got to put together what that dog is doing in the dream. So now if that dog was simply running, now you got to add these two elements together and figure out what it means to you. What does the dog mean to you? What does the running mean to you? And even what direction it was going, or if there was other things involved, right? Once you take all the symbols in place, then you can literally interpret the dream and find what the message is. Because you see, your subconscious mind in this manner, or the other side that communicates with your subconscious mind, communicates with you via images. That's why dreams are filled with images. If you need more info, just PM me, Shahira. I'm working on it, bro, a few times a day. Awesome. Okay. Going down to see more messages. I love you guys. Joanna, I know a woman that sends healing energy to her child self and is healing now from it. Yes, Joanna, this is very, very possible, and this is very, very doable as well. And it is actually a lot simpler than what we think, because again, what is happening here? What is happening is that, again, the past and future are tied all together in the now, because everything happens in the now. So this woman is actually sending the energy, but it's happening in the present moment, and that's why this is taking place. Thank you for that wonderful comment, Joanna. I love it. Okay, further down. Rick, hey, how's the best way to trust one's intuition? Beautiful question. So the way you would do that, Rick, is always the first feeling that you get. Okay, you know that feeling that you get when your intuition kicks in? The first one is always the best one. And the reason for that is because once that first feeling of intuition has risen, the next one is usually taken over by our brain, because now our brain spotted this, right, and starts to put its 2 cents in there, right? And the minute it does that, things get a little bit altered. So it's always the first feeling that you get, and just follow that, Rick. All right. Shahira, I see more religious people joining your teachings, which means a big accomplishment. Thank you, Shahira. I did notice that as well, and it's all good. And the reason for this is because we keep searching, right? We keep growing, we keep evolving, we keep expanding. And sometimes when we look at religion, for some people it has all the answers, for some it doesn't, right? And it's like that with everything else, of course. Like sometimes, we think that we have the answers to something, but what happens is we actually need more clarity or more answers from something else. It's part of growing, it's part of expanding. But thank you for the beautiful comment. Going back up to see if I missed anything. Emma, okay. Anybody I missed up here? Nag, the face started to look like a dog, then morphed into a face. Did I create it, or did it just show? So, a little bit of both here. Okay, so it depends. Did you have a comment before that, Nag? I'm trying to see if you had the darkness. Okay, so you did have a comment. I need to tell you this. Okay, I was in deep meditation. I started to see a face of the left. Okay, the darkness. Okay, and the face started to look like a dog, then morphed into a face. Did I create it, or did it just show? So, on every level, and I mean on every level, you are the creator of your reality. Okay? On every level. But when you start seeing faces like this, okay, it is always your higher self that is communicating with you. But having said this, it is still you that is creating this. Okay, because a lot of times we think of us as being this physical body, this physical entity, and we're not. We are far greater than this. So the real you is communicating to the you that you think you are, and the real you is in control, of course. And yes, the real you is creating your reality. So when we say that you are creating your reality, it is you. It's still you, but just a different version of you. So to make a long story short, Nag, yes, you did create it. Awesome. When you project, I can heal patient people, even if they are far away from me. Yes. When you project energy, I believe that's what you're saying, or when you project healing love or whatever it is that you want to project, distance does not matter. Okay? Because just like time doesn't exist, okay, distance doesn't exist either in the way we think it does. And that is because who you really are has no boundaries of distance. You can be anywhere you want in a blink of an eye, in just a thought. So yes, in this case, this can happen very, very easily. Okay. Thank you so much. Still and silent. Yes, Sharon. Stay still and silent, my friend. How can I communicate with my cat that passed away? I really feel he is in my twin flame. All right. Emma, thank you for sharing that. So the way you would connect with your cat is the same way that you would connect with any other person that has passed. Okay? Because your cat is no different, believe it or not, when we talk about a soul, when we talk about the true being of who they are. Okay, your cat can communicate with you, and your cat can actually speak with you if you just sit still and silent and just allow it to come through. So you put the intention out there. You can call your cat by whatever your cat's name was, for example, and you just say that you want to connect with your cat. And then when you're still and silent, you allow it to happen. And all the information that comes through, you need to treat it as being genuine information. Okay? Of course, always, like I said before, the first information that comes through is always the best, because then our mind again plays tricks on us. Camila's in the house. Thank you, my wonderful friend. I love you too. Thank you. You are wonderful. Nag no clue. Okay. Let's go back down. And Kratom, that's a beautiful name. You are truly a godsend. I have given me so much. Again, we all give one another here. I'm not the only one giving here. You also give back, not just to me, but to everybody that is involved in these wonderful, thank you, wow, in these wonderful lives as well. Okay. Boots and Boots, thank you, my wonderful friend, for being here. Ang, thank you for being here. Blessings, love, and light to you as well, my friend. Nice to see you. All right. Thank you for answering the prediction question. Thank you. Not a problem. John, thank you for sharing, my friend. Rick, yep, the intuition part, we mentioned that. That's awesome. Hello, sir. Hello, Big Shot. Nice to have you here. I've been seeing 1111 for more than a month now. Awesome. So every time you see this number, whether it is a number that you just saw, or whether it is a persisting number, just like in your case here, Big Shot, because obviously to see something for a month straight is persistent. Your spirit guides, or your higher self, or your angels, or whatever term is comfortable for you, is definitely sending you a message. Okay? And again, the general idea when you talk about messages is that yes, they are present, yes, they are there, but beyond that, I would look around for more messages. The number 1111 must mean something special to you as well. And if I were you, I would look back in the direction of somebody maybe that has passed, because generally speaking, it normally comes from people that have passed, that we have known and passed, okay? So the 1111 could stand for maybe a month and day that you were born, or maybe it could stand for something else, maybe an address, maybe something that was a connection that you had with that person. Thank you, Joanna. Okay, so just check for little signs like that. And if you can't figure it out with the 1111, Big Shot, I would look around to see if there's any other messages that you might be missing. Okay, you are so wise. Thank you, my friend. Anytime I look at the time, I always see 1111. Yep. Shahira, thank you. Thank you, my wonderful friend. I read that. Yes. Camila, hey. They're awesome people. Hello, my wonderful friend Camila. Nice for you to be here. And of course, you're tagging John. That's good. The Bible, as we know it, has been altered many times in the 66 books. Yes, this is common knowledge, of course, right now. Mario, thank you, my wonderful friend, for being here. This hat looks so amazing to me. Thank you for the wonderful hat. Okay. Yeah, this information is actually very well known by now, but I'm going to go one step further, and I'm going to say it's not just the Bible that was altered, but so many other books as well. But having said this, there's always a lot of beautiful information, thank you, Emma, that the Bible has, of course. There's a lot of wisdom there. There's a lot of knowledge there. And there's a lot of stuff there that you can also do that can help you in a spiritual way, okay? Again, I've said it before, all these books, whether it's the Bible, Quran, the Torah, doesn't matter what, when they were not written to be read verse by verse or text by text. And the reason for this is because I can give you a text from the Bible or any book, and when you read it, it can mean something different to you and something different to me. And this is why in Christianity, for example, we have so many different denominations too. Okay, the reason is because it's not the book that has changed, it is the interpretation that has changed. So people read a verse and it means something different to them. Okay, but there's always wonderful information there, regardless. Best morning routine. So the best morning routine, my good friend Dick Cam, all right, for me is when I get up, okay, first thing I do is stay totally still, right? Totally still. I don't move. I recall whatever dreams I had. I spend a few moments in stillness, all right? And after that, I will get up and I will meditate for 20 to 30 minutes, okay? And then after that, I will continue on and do whatever I need to do. Now, that's just my routine. That doesn't mean that your routine has to be like that. So, whatever routine is comfortable to you when you wake up in the morning, then do that, okay? Thank you, John. Whatever is comfortable for you, and you're going to know what is comfortable for you. But always, whatever routine you choose to do, always choose to be still and silent first thing in the morning, because during the night, believe it or not, we astral travel, okay? We dream. We have all this information that we get bombarded with throughout the night. And when you wake up, stillness is very, very important. You open your eyes, just stay still. Don't move for just a few moments. Okay? It's already quiet, I'm assuming, because you just woke up. So the quiet part is already there. Just stay still. And at that moment, just see what information comes through. So if you can incorporate any routine, that would be the best shot that you can do. Bible is 777 books, okay? Thank you, Ken. You missed my comment. Please find that I need your opinion. Thank you. Quadrillum. Okay, let me see if I did miss it. I have a lot of comments here, my friend. That's why. Quadrillum. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. I'll go up for you. Why not? It must be way up there. Where is your comment, my friend? Did it come through? Because sometimes I did notice that sometimes some comments might not come through, depending on what was on the comment. So I don't see it, my friend. At least not here. Is it way up there, that far up? Oh, there it is. That was your comment. How can I have contact with you? Just DM me. So I've changed my settings on the actual platform, and now pretty much anybody can DM me. Okay, so I don't have to actually follow you to be able to DM me. So just go to my profile and message me. That's how you can contact me. Okay. And having said that, now for all those that are brand new here on this page, of course on this platform, if you like what you see on my page here, you can always hit a follow, of course, and right beside it you can hit the follow button, or the notifications button I should say, because every time I upload a video you will get notified. And for those of you that were asking about my other platforms, right at the bottom of the page you're going to find Linktree. You tap on that, you're going to see a new addition. You have my YouTube and my Instagram there, but you're also going to find my brand new website. So feel free to scroll through it. A lot of people were asking for different things, so my website is there as well. And for those of you that actually want to subscribe, this is your opportunity to do so while I am live. That's the only time you can subscribe. Anybody that does so and wishes to, of course, can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me on a one-to-one just to catch up and see what is going on. All right, so back down to the comments. I have a lot of them. Let's see if I missed anything. Now I gotta go see where my subs were here. Okay, I got that one. Back down, down, down. Got that one too. Okay, got that one. Got like over 50 plus comments, so that's why. And Rick, John, thank you, my wonderful friend. So today, as I was praying, my Archangel Raphael for a young that suffered a bad injury, I envisioned. Okay, beautiful. What kind of vision came through? I'm curious, Rick. Let me see, Mario. Hi all, bless all, love to all. Thank you, Mario, for being here. I'm curious to see what kind of a vision did you have? Rick, okay, myself placing hands on him and now I have no energy. What's your take on that? All right. So you placed your hands on the person. Let me go back up. I guess the person that needed healing. That's what you're talking about. I'm trying to catch the message. Okay, so today I was praying with Archangel Raphael, okay, for a young that suffered a bad injury. I envisioned, okay. Myself placing hands on him, and now I have no energy. What's your take on that? So, it is very, very common after you try to perform a healing actually to drain yourself, okay. There's the main reason for this is because the person, in this case, needed this energy and you gave them this energy to heal, of course, okay? But there's two ways when we give energy. And one way is actually a draining way, in a sense. So when you actually take the energy from your body, because again, we are the awareness, we are the consciousness. Our body is energy. Everything else around us is energy as well. But in your case, what most likely happened, actually, I'm pretty sure this is what happened. You took the energy from your own body and gave it to this person. In this case, you would be drained, okay? A better way to do it is to envision, like you said, Rick, this energy coming from the universe one way, or you can envision this energy coming from the ground. If your feet are on the ground, you can envision it as coming like roots from the ground and up your body. Either way works. The one coming from the earth or the one coming from source, if you want to call it that. Everything is source, but let's say the universe, right? That one you would envision coming through the top of your head, and you would see this as a white light or any color that actually you're comfortable with. Doesn't matter. Some people prefer gold, some white, some this, some that. Doesn't really matter. What matters is that you envision the energy coming down. When you see this energy coming down your body, now you see this energy flowing through your arms and out your hands and towards this person that you are trying to heal. In this way, if you do it, you are not going to drain yourself because you're not using your energy, you're using universal energy. The same applies when you are taking the energy from the ground up. You would envision it as coming through your feet, and your feet would be like roots, right? Like tree roots. You would envision it coming up as tree roots coming through your body and above and through your arms and healing. So either way, that's the way you would do it. You're not going to feel drained like that. Try that out, my friend. I guarantee you it's going to work much better for you. Okay. Any other comments from my wonderful peeps here? I love you guys. You guys are all wonderful. Very thankful. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Camila, that's why I never do more than one healing. There you go. A day, I don't feel 100%. Yep. Camila is also a healer, Rick. And she can give you some wonderful tips on this as well. I know that. So, back up. Hello, I'm Snooze. Please, I would like to understand how and why friends have great vision about me. That is awesome. If friends have great visions about you, there's nothing for you to be really concerned about, right? But the main question that I would actually put here is how you see yourself. Because no matter how others see you, those others are creating their version of you. They're creating their reality. The real challenge is what you see about yourself, because that is the reality that really matters. Okay? So see how you feel about yourself. Is astral projected when I was 10 years old? Yeah, I believe that, Harry. At that time, I was studying in Edgar Cayce. Yes, so when you are 10 years old, believe it or not, it is easier to astral project, because your mind at that age has less resistance. The reason why most of us at older ages can't astral project as quick is because we simply have more resistance towards it, whether it is fear or whether it is just uncertainty. We have more resistance. So, and of course, studying Edgar Cayce helped you in that as well. And can a soul walk in a body not get birth? I have a memory of me walked to this little girl body. So, in order for a soul to go into a body, it has to be reincarnated into this body. What you are having as a memory of walking into this girl's body is not you actually walking into this girl's body, but it is your connection with this little girl, and you see things as she would. And if you examine this closely, you're going to realize that you were probably feeling what she was feeling as well. So in this case, you would be like an empath, right? So that is most likely the case in that, because no soul can enter other people's bodies, believe it or not, regardless of what we were told by numerous even religions. Okay. I heard the whisper of God when I was 13. That is awesome, Harry. Whatever you were told, I would hold that dear to myself, and I would try to practice it, because I guarantee you it was something life-changing that you were told. So, hello, how do I change my emotions when I want to manifest? How do you feel happy when you're sad? All right. Very, very good question. Again, I started off this live by saying drop the word manifestation. Okay. The word manifestation, first of all, totally means something out of reach, because, thank you for bringing me back to my topic, actually. Because when you actually use the word manifestation, you are building a gap between yourself in the now and yourself in the future. Okay? You are building this gap, and it's only going to get bigger, because you're showing the world and the universe that you don't have what it is that you're trying to manifest. And that's a big no-no, because everything happens in the now. And since everything happens in the now, you need to see this as being present in the now. Okay? As far as how to feel happy when you are sad, don't try to go from sad to happy, because, again, it's a big leap. Okay? So in this case, if you are sad, you would try to reach an emotional state that is just a little higher than sad. All right? So let's say you start off with sad. You're going to try to reach a level of less sad. Okay? and then maybe not so sad, and then I'm not sad, and then I'm kind of, feeling okay, and then I'm kind of feeling more than okay, and then, slowly climbing until you reach the level of happiness. But for you to jump from sad to happy in one shot, it is a big gap unless you are highly trained in this. And when I say trained, I mean you training yourself with having these big fluctuations. If not, you would have to gradually grow and climb up there. Okay. All right, guys, let's share this with more people. Whoever wants to share it, of course. Let's get some more likes. The more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we create. I always love it when we have a lot of people jumping on board. It creates a feeding frenzy, and it's good. We create a conversation. Good night from England. I have to get up early. Bev, love and light to you. Thank you for being here, my friend. Hello, I'm Snooze. Okay, we talked about that. That's very good. Very thankful. Awesome. MVP, should I open my third eye? Okay, your third eye is never closed. Your third eye is always open. Christian, thank you. Sarah, thank you very, very much. Your third eye is always open. I know you've heard many times, oh, we need to open the third eye. Oh, the third eye is closed. Oh, it's been crystallized, and so on and so on. Your third eye is always open. The only thing that you need to do is just focus your attention on this area right here. Okay, nothing internal, just external. When you place your attention there, and if you want a little help with that, you can actually even tap it. Right, just tap it a few times. Right, whatever feels comfortable, and just let it go. When you tap your third eye, you're actually putting your attention there. That's just a mind hack. And when you put your attention on it, you're going to feel a sensation of maybe tingling, thank you, or maybe a sensation of vibration, or you might just feel something hot or warm. And once you start feeling any of those, or all three of those, or maybe something else, that is a clear indicator that your awareness has been placed there. Not that your third eye is opening, just that your awareness is placed there. And the minute you do that, more information is going to come, thank you, Sarah, from the other side, because really your third eye is your gate to other dimensions. I got an early start on all of this. Awesome. Yes, you did, my friend. Okay, Camila, yes, with Rick. I saw that. So, MST, beautiful question. What happens to our consciousness after the body is no longer working? Elena, thank you. So, your consciousness, your awareness, is who you really are. Okay? Oh, beautiful. Thank you. 2023. I love that. When you astral project, when you have a near-death experience, when a lot of you have memories of past lives, okay? What does this tell you? This tells you that your body is not you. So your consciousness moves on, okay? Because this is who you really are. Your body is just a tool, okay? And your consciousness survives it, of course, and it just moves on. It can move on to a different body if you choose to. It can move on to just being conscious, doesn't need a body. It can move on to becoming a teacher, a master, all kinds of things. But your consciousness was, is, and always will be. So no worries there, MSD. Rose, thank you, my wonderful friend. And Jaguar, I think I have money blockages. How to get rid of it for money flow. So, welcome to the real world. About, I would say more than 80% of people have money blockages, believe it or not. So, first of all, you would drop the word blockage. that doesn't serve you in any way. Okay? Second of all, you need to connect with abundance. And what do I mean by that? Just look around you and see what is abundant in your life. And I'm sure just by looking outside the window, you're going to find a lot of stuff that are out in nature that have abundance, okay? Look at the trees on your street. A lot of them, right? If it is summer where you are, or when it becomes summer, look at the leaves on the trees. Camila, thank you. So many leaves, right? So, look at the traffic if you live in a big city. How many cars, how many people are walking around? How many people wear clothes on them, right? So the idea is that you connect with the vibration of abundance. And the way you do it is by simply looking at abundance. You don't need to feel it, just look at it. The minute you look at it, the feeling will automatically come to you, okay? That is the vibration that you're looking for. Once you've connected with that vibration, money will flow to you as well. Why? Because money is not different than anything else. You've connected with abundance, which is the energy, and money will come to you because, again, money is in abundance. There's a lot of billionaires out there. There's a lot of money floating around. It is abundant. There's no shortage of money. Okay, so that's how you connect with that. Rick, thanks. Not a problem, my friend. Camila, you're so sweet and kind in your sayings about me. That's because it is true, Camila. And I want people to know more about you as well. All right. Okay, John, I'm grateful for you also. All right, Camila's obviously tagging you. She loves talking. Okay, Mario, why we don't remember the astral travel when I come back in my body? I don't remember anything. So, again, the reason why we don't remember, Mario, is because we simply, when we open our eyes up, what happens is we start moving around right away. Our mind takes over. And when our mind takes over, it creates this scenario of need. You need to get up. You need to go to work, Mario. You need to make that phone call. You need to go brush your teeth. You need to do this. You need to do that. So your mind, that's the way it operates. Not just your mind, all of us. Okay? It is like a little baby that needs to be, controlled at times. So that is the reason why you don't remember. The way to remember is when you open your eyes, to not move for at least a few moments. You don't have to sit in bed for like 15 minutes. That's not what we're saying. Thank you, Marco. You just simply open your eyes, you don't move, and you recall. Okay? In this case, you would be recalling your dreams. But in the process of recalling your dreams, thank you, Rose, you are also going to recall your astral travel. Because a lot of times we consider, thank you, John, we consider this as being astral traveling, or we consider it as being a dream, I should say, but our dreams are also very closely related to astral travel. Thank you, Christian. So this is how you remember it. So I would even go one step further. Before you go to bed tonight, Mario, put the intention out there that when you wake up, you are going to remember your journeys. Your dreams and your journeys. In this case, your astral travel. And then when you wake up in the morning, simply stay still for a few moments and do a recall. That is the hardest part. The hardest part is to stay still. The intention is easy. The hardest part is when you open your eyes in the morning to stay still, because your mind needs to be trained. Your mind will take over, or at least it's going to try to take over. Because that's what our mind does. And it's going to throw so many scenarios at you right off the bat that you're going to forget even what your name is. Thank you for that. Try it out. Let me know how it works, Mario. Hi from Ireland. Hello, hello. Hi from Russia. Thank you, my wonderful friend. Thank you for being here. It might be because it's like dreaming and we don't always remember that. Yes, thank you, Camila. Totally correct. Sarah Athanasia, thank you, my wonderful friend, for all those wonderful hearts that you sent me. Love and light to you, Sarah. And for those of you, you are always have amazing topics. Thank you, Sarah. For those of you that don't know who Sarah Athanasia 500 is, of course, you can go check out her page, believe it or not. Click on her. She has some amazing stuff. I actually get a lot of nutritional products from Sarah, believe it or not. She is a master with one of the cleanses that I like to go, my 9-day cleanse that I do. I always go and get it off Sarah because she really knows her stuff. She really knows her topics. And when I want to do my cleanse, of course, I do it for reasons to actually have a lighter stomach, and therefore I have my energies light and I connect with who I am even at greater levels. Because like I've said before, nutrition is key as well. And putting in your system heavy foods, okay, when you want to connect with who you are is also very, very important as to not to do. I don't know if you've realized a lot of spiritual masters, a lot of even Jesus when he went, out in the desert and he actually fasted for 40 days. Those are the reasons. The fasting is not because you are a sinner when you eat. Okay, it is not. It has nothing to do with that. The fasting that they were doing, even when Jesus was doing, was so he can be in connection with who he really is even more. Okay, because food interrupts the process of you connecting the energies a lot of times. So that's the reason for fasting. But anyway, I went off board there. Thank you, Sarah Athanasia, and thank you for all your cleanses. Of course, love and light to you. Okay. And Pasquale, thank you for that. Or you see color. All right. Mario, thank you for being here. Sent Happy New Year's. Thank you, my wonderful friend. And again, you're such a cheerleader, John. I love you, man. And Rashid, okay, good night from Trinidad and Tobago. Love the information. Good night to you as well, my friend. You enjoy. Pasquale, thank you for all those wonderful roses. Love and light to you. Sharon, how long have you been aware of these things? Did you ever have an NDE? So a near-death experience, thank you very, very much. I love it, Pasquale. You are remarkable. A near-death experience I never had. No, I cannot claim that I had a near-death experience, but I do have a lot of astral projection experiences, and I also remember quite a few of my past lives. Thank you, Pasquale. You are remarkable. Thank you. So this information comes directly from, again, from being totally still and aware of who you are. Wow. Thank you, Pascal. Once you are still, once you are aware, once you become silent, once you start meditating, once you start listening, okay, that's the key, and allowing the information to come through. Thank you, Pascal. What happens is all this information is available to you. Okay, there's nothing hidden here. We all have access to this information. Mario, thank you, my wonderful friend. We all have access to this information, and all you need to do is just allow it to happen. Okay, thank you, my wonderful friends. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Mario, and thank you, Pascal. Okay, let's go back down. Hello, how are you? I'm doing very, very well. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. You guys are so wonderful here. Pasquale, I am really, really humbled, my friend. I really, really am humbled. You guys are just making me, in a way, when I say making me, I don't mean it in a negative way. Of course, I mean it in a very positive way. You are making me do this even more and more because I just love your comments. I love the interaction. I love communicating with you. It is just remarkable. Joanna, Emma, thank you. How do I figure out what I am? Healer, conduit, or guide? All right. Very, very good question, Joanna. I want to give kudos to you because I don't think I've ever been asked that question on any of my lives or any other time for that matter. So the way you find this out is, again, by simply going silent, going still, and listening to what your intuition is telling you. So, as Rick was mentioning earlier about intuition, I would follow that and I would listen to my intuition. And the first thing that comes through is always the best. Thank you, Pasquale. Wow, I'm amazed. The first thing that comes through is always the best thing. So if the first vision comes as a healer, then you are a healer. If the first word comes to you as a healer, then you are a healer. If the first impression of some sort comes to you that you are a healer, then you are. Of course, it could be any one, right? But at the same time, Joanna, you can be all three and even more. Why? Because you have no limit. So why would you put a limit to, I have to be this or that? Why not be all three? Why not be more than that, right? Because, Joanna, you do have the ability to be all of it. Because truly, you are unlimited. When I created this name of Unlimited You, I didn't create it for myself. I created it for everybody out there. When I say Unlimited You, it means unlimited you. Thank you, Pasquale. Love and light to you. It means unlimited you. Okay, because you have no limit. So don't put a limit to yourself by saying you are a healer or a guide and so on and so on. You are limitless. All right. Let me go back down. Hello from Toronto. Hello, my wonderful friend. Love and light to you as well. I used to live in Toronto for the majority of my life, actually. I lived in Toronto. Thank you, Mario. You guys are amazing. Emma, good night, Master. I work tomorrow. Thank you for everything. Love and light to you, Emma. By all means, you put some intentions out there and have some of your dreams and some of your journeys and travels be revealed to you in the morning, okay, as well. Laugh aloud, I'm complicated. Mario, thank you. No, you're not complicated. Don't put labels on yourselves. All right, because the minute we put labels on ourselves, we are limiting ourselves. All right, just some advice. That's all. Thank you for your knowledge. You're so sweet. Thank you, Christian. Love and light to you, my wonderful friend. All right, Fabe. Okay, I think something is studying me and tests me and shows me things in my dreams. Yeah, that something is you. Believe it or not, it's you in a higher reality. It is you in sense of who you really are, because you always put yourself to the test. You always put yourself into complicated situations if you must. Why? Because this is how you learn more about yourself. This is how you grow. This is how you evolve. This is how you expand. So you're correct about that. Something is testing you, but it's not so much as what we think as a test like when we were kids, right? It is more like throwing obstacles to you so you can overcome them and challenge yourself even more. That's all it is. All right. More comments. Let's see. Joanna, that was my answer, but I'm glad you said it. Great minds think alike, Joanna. Amazing, Unlimited You. Thank you, John. You are totally amazing as well, my wonderful friend. Okay. And Fabe says, I became aware of telepathy when I was 17 years old, and I'm 55 now. That's awesome. So my question to you now, during those years, did you notice that your telepathy came in handy for you? Because every time we have a gift, which we all have gifts, by the way, and we all can work on those gifts and become limitless, right? But in your case, you realized this at a very young age, and if you used it during all those years, I'm sure that it could have benefited not just yourself, but a lot of people as well. So that's awesome. You're amazing. Thank you, Christian. Sunshine, okay. It tell me a leader that what I really want. Tell me a leader that I really want. I'm not sure what that message is, but what you really want, you need to figure that out for yourself, okay? And I would even drop the word want, because the minute you put the word want, it's kind of like saying the same thing as manifesting. I'm not in alignment with those words. When you want something, that means you don't have it. And when you don't have it, chances are you're never going to have it when you really focus on that energy. And the reason for that is because you are showing a gap there of where you are and what you want, right? There's a big gap. And the more you focus on it, the more of a gap it creates. That's why when we say, oh, I don't have money, that's probably one of the biggest ones. I don't have money, right? If you say I don't have money and you keep focusing on, I need that money, I need this money, I need to pay this bill or whatever, what you are doing is you're creating a bigger and bigger and bigger gap. And therefore that money, even though it comes, it leaves very, very quick again. And it leaves you at a shortfall all the time. And maybe you don't have enough to pay your bills or whatever the scenario is. I'm not saying you in particular, I'm just saying in general, this is how it works, because we create this want, or we create this, I want to manifest something, and it never happens because we actually put blockages ourselves towards it. Sir, I've sent you a message yesterday. United Macedonia, okay, I will check it out, my wonderful friend. I have been quite busy lately, believe it or not, with my website going on, and a lot of people jumping on board. I've been quite preoccupied. I will check your messages though, and I will get back to you. Thank you for reminding me of that. You should be a cold-blooded serial killer in a Tarantino. Right. Very true. Open heart, open mind, open opportunities. 1000%. And Camila, I think I'm a unique. I feel like I won't have limits unless I put them there myself. So again, very, 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 very good comment, Camila. Yes, the limits that are there are only limits that you put upon yourself. And you are totally correct on this. You literally have no limits. And I know this for a fact with you, especially Camila, because I've already spoken to you a few times. And I realize that the one that has stopped it is you, okay? Because you just, for whatever reason, put those limits there. Maybe not intentionally, but even on a subconscious level, maybe you did it. Okay. Vic, what does it mean when you see beings in the clouds? Take the picture and they're looking directly at you. Okay. Again, when you look at something like this and they are looking at you, again, it is a message. Okay, so I would just simply accept it for what it is, say thank you, and carry on, because something might happen in your life that will change your life dramatically, or somebody is just sending you a message from the other side that they're looking after you, and whatever it is, it's all okay. Just accept it and say thank you. Dubi, okay, good evening. Thank you from Norway. Thank you for connecting, my wonderful friend. Have a wonderful night. Yes, I did. Okay, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, any other questions before I shut this down? How to identify fear versus inner voice. Shahira, beautiful, beautiful question. Fear, you will always feel uneasy about it. Okay? So the minute you feel this uneasiness, this is your fear talking. Your inner voice, on the other hand, is always going to be something positive. A positive message is always going to come there, because your inner voice is nothing more than your higher being communicating with you, or your guides, or your angels, or whatever you want to identify with. But the bottom line is that your inner voice, the message that's coming through, comes from outside of the fear world, okay? And it is genuine. It's always going to be comforting. It's always going to be loving. It's always going to be put in a way that makes you feel good. And this is how you identify the two. Okay? Fear is not normal for you. It's not a natural state. So whenever you feel fear, do the opposite. Do what your inner voice is telling you. That's how you identify them. All right, thank you, thank you. I heard a ghost speak to me as if I were alive asking for help. And chances are that it was asking for help, because sometimes what happens, especially when we talk about ghosts, all right, the go the other side, the crossover, they have, of course, their spirit guides on the other end, or their angels, or whatever it might be. They're trying to direct them, but again, thank you, Sarah. What happens on the other side, you are in total control of wherever you are. So you might have your spirit guides telling you something. Hey, buddy, listen, you're dead. You're this, you're that. You need to follow us. And they simply don't want to follow. And then they find themselves kind of stuck. In reality, nobody gets stuck. They always find their way. But in this case, they might find themselves stuck, and they are asking for help to you. Camila, you're so right about me. I've got many reasons, both good and bad ones. Thank you, my friend. There you go. Thank you for sharing, Camila. All right. And Shahira, thank you very much. Wise man, thank you, my wonderful friend. All right. And before I close, again, I'm going to say, for those of you that don't know me, but what was really the reason you made the webpage and mentorship? I'm really curious. Okay. So again, the reason, thank you for asking, Camila. The reason was because a lot of people wanted mentorship. They wanted guidance, of course, right? And I couldn't do it via just lives. I couldn't do it because a lot of them are not even in my vicinity. There's a lot of people in different countries, of course, like yourself. And I needed to create something. And of course, since I'm spending time on it, I need to do it the way it was done. But thank you for that beautiful comment. I love it, Camila. All right, so again, before I close, I'm going to say again about the manifestation tip. All right, drop the word manifest, see it as it is already here, already done. Okay, and for those of you, thank you, John, that don't know me, again, I was going to say that earlier. You're always free to go check out my page. If you like what you see, you can hit a follow. Good night, my friend. And you can hit the little bell icon. That way, every time I upload a video, you can get notified. And at the same time, you can find my link tree at the bottom there. You can hit on that. It's going to direct you to my YouTube, Instagram, and of course, my new web page or website that I just created. You can feel free to scroll through that. And for those of you that want to subscribe, of course, go right ahead and subscribe. This is your opportunity while I am live. Anybody that does so and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me just to touch base. And that's all I had to say today. Okay, Joanna. So it is. Thank you, my dear friend. Much love and light. Love and light to you as well. Thank you for being here, Joanna, Shahira, John, Rick, Camila. All of you wonderful folks here, of course, that were making all your wonderful comments. Mario Tattoo, thank you, my wonderful friend. Pasquale, thank you, all of you wonderful people, for being here and actually having this wonderful, communication. I just love it. All right, Camila, awesome, love and light, my beautiful soul friend. Good night. Good night, everyone. Love you all. And again, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Keep smiling. Drop the word manifest. See it as it is right here, right now. And play the whole role like I explained, if you must. Okay? Because that is 75% of it. The other 25% is you just allowing it to happen. All right. Love and light. Take care. Love you all. Good night.